and welcome to game number 2 here, Todak versus Falcon Esports.
We're going to see how these compositions fare against one another and if they clash or not. I mean, for the moment, it does seem like Falcon has an upper edge in the sense that they can go for these really early game pickoffs with the Selena, with the Lancelot as well. But from the flip side, already Yellow Flash getting chunked down there.
Early aggression here, cutting those waves, so Yellow Flash going to be there. But wow, look at Moon as well. He must have taken, oh, the flame shot, not going to connect. Had to flicker out too, so taking quite a beating here in the mid lane to start with.
This is some good plays. Falcon sees, oh, they are trying to chunk out Esmeralda very early on, loses out their initial wave so that Falcon can hit level 2 because he's strong at level 2, but then they press mid and they might even get a kill onto 4-Maze. Can they get it?
Oh,
no.
Man.
But it's close, guys. It's super close. I mean, look at the aggression that Falcon is putting onto the members of Todak. I mean, 3 members already forced recalls in, the first few minutes? And this is exactly what I was mentioning. This is not a regular Selena. This is Justin Selena. So we'll see how that pans out now that we are going to start setting up for the next neutral objective, of course, in that turtle.
Yeah, and going back to the point of Lancelot, right? Lancelot, I just feel like he can still do some pretty crazy things, but overall, it takes that certain situations for him to really kind of pop off to an extent, but at the same time, you know, you can actually make quite a few plays with the Thorn Rose, the Phantom Execution, and kind of finesse the other team if you're able to pull that off, but this is going to be a tough one, I feel like, for Falcon. And right now, Naomi scouting out Yumes here. Now, as you mentioned, Turtle's going to be up here shortly. We'll see how they play this one out.
I think they have to take their time here. I'm guessing that Todak is realizing that they don't have as much pressure as they would like to, and now these earlier rotations coming in from Falcon, knowing that they are top side strong, will take advantage of the situation.
Now Turtle going to be low. There's a Phantom Execution. It's going to be secured here by Momo. First turtle of the game going to the hands of Todak. Also first blood, this time by 4-Maze. And they get this small lead here, actually. And, you know, we're talking about turtles, right? Turtle objectives early on. We've seen it before where teams have all 3 turtles, let's say the entire game, and they can still fall short. But these minute shields that they get, I mean, these little bit of advantage can play a part here, especially with the lineup that they have. And I want to make a point too, just a side note here. We're seeing one of the Transformer skins in this game.
I love it. It's so beautiful. But like on that note about Turtle, I think it's important if they use it to their advantage. I mean, taking Turtle is great. You do get a little bit of gold and what's and so forth. But if they can't utilize it in terms of pickoff, in terms of team fight, I don't know how much they can extract from the huge potential that actually a Turtle can give you.
I mean, look at this right now. They're bullying the jungle here because Ken, I mean, that's what they have to do, right? Momo, he's so tanky, especially this early on. We're only 3 minutes in, but he actually just goes into the jungle when he wants, and that's kind of the strength of Barrett's. At the same time, you have the Daytona's welcome, right? You can kind of pick a target out, especially if you can find the right target. So this could be an advantage for Todak, but right now, a little skirmish comes off here into the river, but nothing going to commence out of that.
This was a risky play by Falcon. I mean, understanding that Todak did pick up the Valentina, I do understand that Naomi using this Akai is like a huge OP here, but that has to wait.
All right, now again, Naomi popping the Hurricane Dance. They're not going to find a kill just yet. Ken could be in trouble. Into the jungle he goes. Now Chico just playing around here on the border. Naomi going to take quite a bit of damage. Yumes goes in with Circling Eagle and finds one here. Another one on the board for Todak.
Oh, finally, the kills are coming through. Todak has been like playing through. Oh, wait a minute.
A little missile arrow action right there. Chiku, goodbye. You got to watch out for those arrows. And Justin lands another one here. Now Turtle going to be up. Justin has been pretty accurate, I feel like, with these missile arrows. And this could give the sign for Falcon Esports to take the turtle here. Momo, though, just around the corner. Who's going to grab it? And they do. Falcon grabbing this turtle of the game. Momo could be in trouble here. Gets the Thorn Rones. That's going to be a kill over to Yellow Flash.
Such huge cover coming in from Yumes, though. I do understand that he can do a bit more, but in the sense, he's so good at being able to communicate. The synergy from the side of Todak is definitely there. Just, oh, wait a minute, what's going down there? Who got taken down? Chico, what happened?
Yep, he got caught out by Naomi once more. Naomi is just doing so much work. They're very proficient Akai players, I have to admit here. Doesn't matter who's playing it, somebody is going to catch Chiku, and you don't get to see that very often. But now Todak, I think they have to make a decision right now. How are they going to maneuver? Because they can't seem to use the pressure that they create and the early rotations that they make through the mid lane to actually capitalize on it. Oh my goodness, again!
Wow,
Can this guy miss an arrow already?
I'll tell you what, he's got the accuracy here. Forme is actually doing quite a good job here, going against 1 versus 3. The rest of the team's going to show up here. Justin has to go back, gets the guiding wind out, and that is quite a performance so far from Formes. He also had the vengeance earlier. Still going one-on-one here with Yellow Flash, showing his dominance. He's saying not today.
Wow, that was huge for the side of Formes. I mean, what 3v1 situation being able to get out with the guiding wind given to them by Yums? This was one of my main questions, right? I understand the Thamus was buffed in the current patch, and how does that fare against the Esmeralda? Would you normally see the Thamus winning lane or the Esmeralda?
Well, in the early stages, yes, Thamus would win the lane until Esmeralda is able to get the first 2 items in her kit. Oh, they missed her armor, almost hit again. Moon, I mean, Moon, he's walking. The thing is, when you're thinking of a pro player walking in straight lines, most people, and especially for pros, would assume instantly, oh, you're going to juke it. So walking in a straight line really freaks them out. It's rather frustrating.
And this is, maybe this is the new eternal battle here with Thamus and Esmeralda, but now the rest of the team going to go ahead and focus in the mid. Turtle's going to be up again. This is the 3rd one of the game. They could be looking for initiation as Naomi pops the Hurricane Dance. Meanwhile, gotta watch out for Moon too. Certainly Eagle's gonna come out. Ken could be in trouble here. Daytona's welcome. It's gonna get eaten up. Momo finds a target. There's a kill going over to Moon. Yellow Flash is actually gonna be in trouble here. Gets Retribution taken down by Momo. And this is gonna be a nice sign for them to go ahead and take this turtle for the game.
That's what I was mentioning before. I mean, I told you guys, right, earlier on, I was like, Falcon made a huge risky play, bringing out the Akai in the game, understanding they are going against the Valentina, because that deadly spin was just so huge for them to be able to take 2 members from the side of Falcon down and give them enough space, give them enough momentum to be able to take the next objective on the board. So that is 2 turtle to the side of Todak, and that's not just stopping there, they're going for another turret as well.
Yeah, right now another arrow is going to go ahead and land here. And one thing about Selena, because we actually see Selena quite a bit before in all the MPL regions, and you got to give it up here to Justin, right? Landing arrow after arrow. Does that eventually fall off as the game goes on? Because it's very strong early on. Or is it always going to be a threat here, Gideon?
It's always going to be a threat. One arrow can really make a difference in a team fight if you hit the right target at the right distance. And look at now, Ken, he's getting afraid. He gets... this is what I'm talking about. Every single time, I feel like I'm cursed at this point. I'm about to say, oh yeah, Falcon's doing great, they lose a fight. Todak's doing great, they lose a fight, and now another one's about to break out.
You say it, and it happens, man. This is some other type of casting. But here we go. Now actually just the fight here for these objectives in the jungle too. And time after time, Justin finding the targets. If he can continue to do that through the game, they're going to be in a nice position here to possibly take game number 2 from Todak. But again, we saw the items a little bit ago, and notice there is a minor gold advantage here for Todak. Is their scaling here for this game a little bit better than Falcon?
Yes, I would agree that it's actually a lot better for Falcon in comparison to Todak. And I think Todak, they have to play really smart in their team fights, right? It's all about taking the right fights at the right time. And a lot of it is going to be driven by the 2 main carries, the 2 main supports here for the engaged Moon as well as you.
Oh man, another lockdown here in the wall. Momo could be in trouble. Gonna guiding win out of there. Yellow Flash trying to zone them out well. Again, this is all for these jungle objectives here. It's just skirmish after skirmish. Moon gets flame shotted by Justin before Yellow Flash is actually taken out of the picture too. Now they're going back to the base, retreating here. Now the Lord is up, but these are some big plays happening here on the jungle.
Yeah, huge, huge, huge. 1-for-1 trade for both teams. It is going to be that mid lane for that EXP lane, but the problem is, it is still Todak being able to take 2 more turrets on the board. So what we saw in game number 1, where Falcon was able to kind of, alleviate the situation, it's a little bit similar now. Todak is quite in the lead, 2,500 gold to their name. They have 6 turrets as well, and with the space, they might be going for this Lord.
Well, Well, they're going to be sitting on top of it for now. I think it's going to be a roll of a die 50-50 for either side. Todak haven't hit the 32k mark, which means they haven't hit their next item power spike in comparison to Falcon, who's very close behind. So it's risky to do it now because there's no guarantee. I'm curious, what items is Formace actually going for? He is a lot tankier, and he can sustain a lot harder than I would have expected.
Yeah, I mean, and right now they're actually going to go ahead and focus on Naomi once again. Has to pop the Hurricane Dance to survive. And right now, like you mentioned, you know, what is Formace doing? Because they are quite tanky. You talking about a Barret's plus the Thamus here. Another arrow's going to land here. Lord's still not going to be committed on just yet. Moon does have the ultimate of Naomi, so that could be used if they decide to find a pick or a play here. Both teams got to be very careful on this Lord.
I love the way they're just dancing with each other right now. They're looking for the right opportunities. They're looking for the right arrow to land, perhaps. But unfortunately, what we see is that it keeps landing onto Mobo.
Oh no, there it is, Naomi, but look at the jungle here too. Chico's in trouble now. There's going to be the Thorn Rose. They find one. Lord's going to go ahead and reset, but look at the top as well. A little 2 versus 1 action. Yellow Flash has to be careful. There's the Abyssal Arrow. Justin joining back here. Yellow Flash, 2 versus 2 now. They find the immortality here. They got to be careful because the rest of the team is just around the corner. Ken, now looking on target. He's in trouble. Kids, can you find the kill? Justin is still alive before he finally gets taken out. Now Naomi going to be focused down here. Momo and Moon, look at them go.
Man, 2-for-2 trade there between Todak as well as Falcon, but the way that they were able to separate those team fights into like 3 mini team fights was definitely the way to go.
That was ingenious from Todak. That was ingenious. If nobody else saw that, I'm going to tell you, Yums, he's pulling away and he's trying to lead on and bait 2 people to chase him when Falcon could have easily wiped the rest of their team with or without Yums. Yums was a non-factor, but Falcon had their laser-focused eyes on him, and they just couldn't catch him until the very end, which allowed Todak to actually bounce back from some of their death timers to rejoin these fights. Now, notice that the entire fight, top side was getting pushed in. It was a blunder on Todak's side, but they made up for it.
Oh man, right now, that whole team fight was very strategic, and all the little, actually it wasn't even a team fight, it was like mini skirmishes that resulted into a team fight, and just a pandemonium here. And again, this is just the first Lord. No one able to secure it just yet, but you know, at this point in time, Falcon Esports has to be very careful here because we saw the power of having those kind of beefy boys, especially in Formace, you know, having the Vengeance, and the way he's building this Thamus, he lasts quite a while here as a front line, but now Yellow Flash could be in trouble, actually going to be just a find here. So again, no one committing just yet.
No one committing just yet. They are still waiting once again for that proper strike because you saw the Akai just, you know, flicker in, look for some initiative on the board, but unfortunately it didn't pay too well. But once again, an engage is happening.
Oh, Yums doing what Gideon talked about earlier. He's trying to bait some people out here. Formace popping the Vengeance going on here. Oh, and they find Yellow Flash. That's going to be a nice pickup. They could go and just get the Lord now as Falcon is down 1. Also, lanes being pushed in. This is the perfect time for Todak to take an objective.
Such a beautiful play now.
Moon, you got to be careful. You're not that strong as an Akai, and he gets taken down by his mirror. Naomi now going to be focused here for Formace, eaten up. Momo finds a target. Can they get this one? Silent goes down. Big pickup here. Double kill for Formace. And now working to crack open the base for Falcon. They're going to try their best to defend here. Formace got to back off here. They clear the minions. They buy a little bit of time for now.
Now this changes everything, right, Gideon?
This changes a lot of things, but while we still have time, let's quickly pull up the item list. I'm not sure what Ken exactly is building. He's looking like he's got a lot more HP than he should. Naturally, for a Lancelot, I'm guessing he's probably got like, yep, there we go, Sky got intel.
And right now, they're going to go ahead and get this middle turret. It's actually still standing, but the Lord's going to be up top. They get the flicker out too. Phantom Execution going to come out. They give him Justin, yo, you're in trouble. Mega kill for Formace. Now the base exposed here as the mid turret's going to go down too. They have to take out this Lord to buy some more time. They're minus Justin. That's going to be a tough one for Falcon Esports to defend, but so far, they're doing it.
Luckily, they still have the carry, right? We doubted this pick in the drafting phase, but this is exactly what a carry can do, right? If the Lord does come into their base, if the Lord does siege, the carry does have that possibility. But what I'm worried about, in a sense, is that the carry is lacking so much in range. If we compare it, let's say, to the Bopple and Koopa, like Todak, they have the siege, but what does Falcon have to be able to give them an edge in terms of that range problem?
Well, I think it's space.
There's
I think
the
a lot of it has to do with space. But now looking at the items, we're noticing. Oh my goodness, Ken went with a full tank build. He's got no damage. He's got no damage whatsoever. He's got Cursed Helm, he's got Twilight Armor. Okay. He's at least he has a Thunder Belt, which gives him some form of true damage and actually works in favor with his max HP. But he knows for a fact that he's going to get bursted out relatively quick, so he'd rather go with this for the safer route to try and take on Chifu.
Right now, they're actually going to look at the potential here from Moon. So they're actually going to go ahead and get that heavy spin out now. And so they're down that, but still, there's some potential here for Todak to push in. Actually, they're doing quite a good job at keeping them from resetting too. They might look at the push and pull that is happening. Falcon Esports does not want them to go back, but this is what we were talking about. The push and pull. Todak saying, hey, come here, guys, and then Falcon pulling off. So what is the moment for Falcon Esports to turn this around? I mean, Todak is just doing a great job so far. What does Falcon Esports have to do here, Gideon?
All right, so the stalemate comes down to one simple fact. If Moon has his ultimate, Naomi doesn't want to stay close to him. He doesn't want to give him that free ult. And if he does, that's when both sides are going to be holding it against each other. Who is going to pop it first? And whoever pops it first usually is going to die first.
You don't want to lose a member now, because now this Luminous Lord, the powered up Lord, is going to be for the taking, and they only have one turret left in their base for Falcon Esports, so they've got to be careful. They can't lose Justin, right? He doesn't have the immortality here. Silent also pretty exposed, just playing that carry with a little bit of low range here. They're going to go ahead and poke just a little bit, but again, look at Formaze able to just zone out Ken here. No one wants to give the go signal on the Lord just yet. Look at the damage, though, coming out from Silent. It could be beneficial here. Formaze once again going 1 versus 2 in the mid lane. They might actually go ahead and start up this Lord for now.
Yep, but notice, top wave, it's building up. It's going to happen all over again.
Oh, the Abyssal Arrow is going to land. Falling Star Moon's going to come in. Can they get the immortality from Yumes? They actually flickers out and he's okay. Moon finds the immortality here, and that's the response. But Moon grabs that one. Lord's going to get taken out. It's secured here by Ken with the retribution, and now they're turning around. Naomi's got to be very careful. He's got a little bit of regen. Justin goes and goes down here. Moon, nice pickup there. Another immortality is going to be popped. Can they follow it up on this? And they fall here. 3 down for Falcon Esports.
Oh no, they have the Lord in their hands, but unfortunately they were forced to lose 3 members in there at the same time. And now what is going to happen here? It seems like Todak, they're going to push for the end perhaps.
Oh, they're looking for the kill angle right here, but they're going to notice very quickly it's not going to be that easy.
Oh man, right now, Silent, they're actually focused on Silent. Look at the damage from Moon! He's actually going to force him to go back, but Naomi, you can't do much.
Silent?
And this could be it. Todak taking game number 2, evening it out to 1 for 1.
No way that's a kill angle. No way. Oh my goodness. Well